Can you believe a bear once fought in World War II? This is Wojtek the Soldier Bear, who just didn't live with soldiers but actually helped them in battle. We're diving into this incredible story to see how a wild bear became a war hero. Stay with us to uncover more about Wojtek's extraordinary journey and the heartwarming bond he formed with the soldiers, which still captures hearts and imaginations around the world today. In 1942, right in the middle of World War II, a group of Polish soldiers, recently released from Soviet prisons, had an unexpected encounter in Iran. They found a little Syrian brown bear cub all alone. These soldiers, who had been through a lot themselves, decided to adopt the cub, calling him Wojtek, which means he who enjoys war or smiling warrior. Caring for a young bear was not easy, especially during a war. The soldiers fed Wojtek condensed milk from an old vodka bottle, and as he grew bigger, he started enjoying fruits, honey, and sweets. He became more than just a mascot for the soldiers. He was a faithful member of their unit. Wojtek loved to play and wrestle with the soldiers, and he even learned to salute like them, lifting everyone's spirits. As the Polish unit traveled through the Middle East, Wojtek went with them. It was a challenging journey because the world was in chaos, and these soldiers were right in the middle of it. But having Wojtek with them made things better. He was a friend and a source of comfort during hard times. The soldiers shared their food with him, and in return, Wojtek brought laughter and a sense of normalcy to their lives. The decision to officially enlist Wojtek into the army was practical and symbolic. As Wojtek grew, he became too big to be just a mascot or a pet. The military logistics required everyone, even Wojtek, to have a purpose and a role. Lieutenant Colonel Anatol Tarnowicki made the unique decision to enlist Wojtek as a soldier. By doing so, the unit could officially assign Wojtek and provide him with his own rations and sleeping quarters. This decision wasn't just about logistics, but also a reflection of Wojtek's impact on the unit. He had become an integral part of the soldiers' lives, and enlisting him was a way to acknowledge his role in the military officially. As a soldier, Wojtek had his paybook, rank, and serial number. The 22nd Artillery Supply Company assigned him, utilizing his incredible strength for practical purposes. The choice to enlist Wojtek was also a morale booster for the troops. It symbolized the unity and camaraderie within the unit. Wojtek was no longer just a bear they were taking care of, he was a fellow soldier who stood by their side through thick and thin. This official recognition of Wojtek's role in the military was a testament to the extraordinary circumstances of war, where even a bear could become a comrade in arms and a symbol of resilience and hope. The Battle of Monte Cassino, fought from January to May 1944, was a pivotal series of 4 battles during World War II, where the Allies aimed to break through German lines to advance into Rome. In this grueling and strategic confrontation, Wojtek the Soldier Bear found his moment to shine. Wojtek's role in the battle became a defining chapter in his story. Amidst the intense fighting and challenging conditions, Wojtek took on a task usually reserved for several men, carrying heavy ammunition crates. This was an enormous feat. These crates were bulky and heavy, requiring strength and endurance. With his remarkable physical capabilities, Wojtek would lift and carry these crates, efficiently aiding the supply chain without dropping or damaging them. Wojtek's efforts in transporting ammunition were critical in a battle where every second counted, and the efficient supply of munitions was crucial. His participation alleviated some of the soldiers' physical burdens and was an extraordinary morale booster. Seeing a bear contributing directly to the war effort was astonishing and inspiring for the troops. Recognizing Wojtek's significant contribution, the Polish army honored him by officially enlisting him as a soldier. Wojtek received a rank, a paybook, and his very own regimental number. More importantly, his image, a bear carrying an artillery shell, was incorporated into the official badge of the 22nd Artillery Supply Company. This emblem was a powerful symbol, representing Wojtek's bravery and unique role in the unit. It also served as a morale booster, encapsulating the spirit of resilience and camaraderie that Wojtek embodied. But after the end of World War II, Wojtek's life took a new turn. With the Polish II Corps disbanding, the question of Wojtek's future arose. He couldn't simply return to the wild after spending so much time with humans, nor could he continue a military life in the traditional sense. The decision was made to find a suitable home for him, which led to his relocation to the Edinburgh Zoo in Scotland. Wojtek's farewell from the soldiers was an emotional moment. These men cared for him and formed deep bonds with the bear, who had been their comrade through the uncertainties and hardships of war. For them, Wojtek was more than just a mascot. He symbolized their resilience and a source of comfort and joy during chaos. Leaving him was like parting with a fellow soldier and a dear friend. At the Edinburgh Zoo, Wojtek quickly became a beloved figure. His playful nature and unique history attracted many visitors, including Polish veterans. They would often come to see him, sometimes throwing him cigarettes, which he was known to eat, a habit he picked up during the war. Wojtek would often stand up and wave when they called his name, a heartwarming reminder of his time with the Polish army. Wojtek's story continued to be told and celebrated long after the war. He emerged as a symbol not just of the Polish resistance in World War II, but also of the remarkable situations that can unfold in times of conflict. His life story was a testament to the adaptability and resilience of a bear and those who cared for him and formed an unbreakable bond with him under the most challenging conditions. He received recognition for his service during World War II in several unique ways, reflecting his extraordinary role. He was officially enlisted in the Polish army as a private and later promoted to corporal. This formal recognition was a genuine acknowledgement of his contribution to the war effort, especially his assistance transporting ammunition during the Battle of Monte Cassino. Integrating his image into the 22nd Artillery Supply Company's official symbol best exemplifies Wojtek's service's lasting emblem. The logo, featuring Wojtek carrying a shell, symbolized the unit's pride, representing their resilience and camaraderie. It was a fitting tribute to Wojtek and his role in assisting the soldiers during battle. Beyond formal military recognition, cultural and historical contexts have celebrated Wojtek's contributions. His story has inspired books, documentaries, and articles highlighting Wojtek's involvement in the war. Memorials and statues in his honor have been erected in countries like Scotland and Poland, ensuring his story continues to be remembered and told. These commemorations, often coinciding with significant World War II anniversaries, remind us of the special bond between Wojtek and the Polish soldiers he served with. Wojtek's formal and cultural recognitions underscore his role in the war as more than just a mascot. He's remembered as a true friend in the army, a symbol of bravery, strength, and the never-give-up attitude of the Polish army during a tough time in history. Wojtek's story is remarkable. Wojtek isn't the only instance of animals playing significant roles in World War II. Throughout history, and especially in this war, various animals were used for different purposes, showcasing the diverse ways human-animal bonds were in conflict. For example, dogs performed various tasks, such as delivering messages, detecting mines, and serving as sentinels. One famous dog, Smokey, a Yorkshire Terrier, helped lay telecommunication lines and became a mascot and therapy dog for wounded soldiers. Similarly, pigeons played a crucial role in communication, with birds like G.I. Joe saving thousands of lives by delivering critical messages under challenging circumstances. For those who are intrigued by these fascinating tales and want to delve deeper into the history of World War II, there's much more to explore. We dedicate our channel to uncovering and sharing these captivating stories. We have numerous videos covering various topics from the Second World War, offering insights into the events, people, and even the animals that played a part in this significant period of history. The use of animals in warfare, especially in World War II, highlights the unique and often extraordinary relationships that can develop between humans and animals. These animals were not just tools of war, they were companions, sources of comfort, and symbols of hope and resilience in some of the darkest times. Stories such as those of Wojtek the Bear, Smokey the Dog, or G.I. Joe the Pigeon showcase the remarkable connection that can develop between people and animals, even in the most challenging circumstances. In the context of something as devastating as war, these stories of human-animal connections stand out as reminders of compassion, loyalty, and the enduring spirit of life. They show us that in the face of adversity, the companionship and loyalty of animals can bring comfort and joy. The stories of these animal heroes remind us of the solid and unique connections between people and animals, going beyond nature and the troubles of human conflicts.